You've been lied to. They told you motivation is the key to success, that if you just stay motivated, you'll achieve your dreams. But here's the truth. Motivation is a lie. It's a drug, a fleeting high that disappears the moment things get hard. You've felt it before. You watch an inspiring video, listen to a speech that shakes your soul, and for a brief moment, you believe you can conquer the world. But what happens next? The feeling fades, the fire dies, and you go back to doing nothing. That's because motivation is an illusion, a quick hit of dopamine designed to make you feel good, but not actually push you to take action. Think about it. If motivation was truly the answer, everyone would be successful. Everyone would be in shape. Everyone would be rich. Everyone would have the discipline to wake up early, work hard, and push through obstacles. But that's not what happens. The vast majority of people get excited for a moment, start something new with enthusiasm, and then quit as soon as things get difficult. They wait for the next burst of inspiration, the next perfect moment, the next wave of motivation to carry them forward. But the truth is, motivation is unreliable. It's based on emotions, and emotions change every second. One day you feel unstoppable, the next you feel exhausted, unworthy, and ready to quit. If you rely on motivation, you'll only take action when you feel good. And if you only work when you feel good, you'll never accomplish anything. The most successful people in history didn't rely on motivation. They built systems, they created routines, they developed unshakable discipline. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after the excitement fades. Let's take a real-world example. Think about elite athletes. Do you think they wake up every single morning feeling motivated to train? Do you think they leap out of bed, excited to push their bodies to the limit, endure grueling workouts, and sacrifice comfort for excellence? Many days they wake up tired. Many days they'd rather rest. Many days they don't feel like it, but they train anyway. Because motivation is irrelevant. Their success is built on habits and discipline. Now think about your own life. How many times have you started something with excitement only to quit when the initial enthusiasm wore off? Maybe it was a fitness journey. Maybe it was a business idea. Maybe it was a new habit you wanted to develop. You started strong, convinced that this time would be different. But then life happened. You got tired, you got discouraged, you stopped feeling motivated, and so you quit. You fell back into old habits, waiting for another wave of motivation to push you forward again. But that's the problem. Motivation will never be enough. It will never last. So what actually works? Habit, routine, discipline. The things that don't rely on feelings. The things that force you to act whether you feel like it or not. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to do it. It's just a habit, a non-negotiable part of your day. Success works the same way. It's built on systems, not spurts of energy. Let's break this down into practical steps. How do you build discipline when you don't feel motivated? Step 1. Create an environment that forces action. If you rely on willpower, you will fail. Willpower is weak, it's inconsistent, but your environment shapes your behavior without you even realizing it. If you want to work out every morning, don't rely on motivation. Set your gym clothes out the night before. Remove the obstacles that give you an excuse to skip it. If you want to focus on your goals, eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications. Set a dedicated time every day for deep work. Make success the default option. Step 2. Develop non-negotiable habits. When something becomes a habit, you do it automatically, regardless of how you feel. You don't think about it. You don't question it. You just do it. This is why some people always succeed. They don't rely on how they feel in the moment. They've conditioned themselves to take action, whether they feel like it or not. If you want to write a book, set a daily writing habit, even if it's just 500 words a day. If you want to build a business, commit to working on it for a set time every day, no matter what. Step 3. Embrace the discomfort. Success requires suffering. No one likes to hear that, but it's the truth. Growth is painful. Discipline is uncomfortable. If you only work when it's easy, you'll never get anywhere. The most successful people have mastered the ability to push through resistance. They understand that pain is part of the process. So stop avoiding discomfort. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Just start. Just show up. Just do the work. Step 4, track progress and hold yourself accountable. What gets measured gets improved. If you don't track your progress, you won't know if you're improving. Keep a journal. Set clear, specific goals. Check in with yourself regularly. And if you struggle with accountability, find someone who will hold you to your commitments. Publicly commit to your goals. Announce them. Make it painful to quit. Step 5, redefine failure. Most people quit because they hit an obstacle and assume it's a sign to stop. But failure is not a reason to quit. Failure is a lesson. Every successful person has failed, many, many times. The difference is they don't stop. They don't see failure as the end. They see it as feedback, a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey. You will fail, you will struggle, expect it, embrace it, learn from it, and then keep going. And finally, step 6, never negotiate with yourself. This is the biggest difference between those who succeed and those who don't. The successful don't allow their minds to talk them out of taking action. They don't allow excuses. They don't allow procrastination. They operate on a simple rule: do it anyway. Whether they feel like it or not, whether they're tired or not, whether they're in the mood or not, they just do it. And that's why they win. So let me ask you this. Are you going to keep chasing motivation? Are you going to keep waiting for the perfect moment? Or are you going to build the kind of discipline that makes success inevitable? Because at the end of the day, you have two choices. You can stay in the cycle of getting hyped up, feeling motivated for a moment, and then doing nothing. Or you can become the kind of person who doesn't need motivation, the kind of person who shows up every day, no matter what, the kind of person who wins. So stop waiting. Stop hoping for motivation to magically appear. Get up, do the work, and keep doing it. Because in the end, motivation is a lie, but discipline is unstoppable.